How's it going, guys? We are back on the video here, and I'm doing a little bit of a fun thing today here where I'm going to revert back to 2012 and essentially, what if Parise and Ryan Suter did not go to the Wild and they stayed on their teams? So Zach Parise staying on New Jersey and Ryan Suter staying on Nashville. So we're going to find out today what happens if we sim a season, if those guys remain on their team. The Devils just came off a cup final run. Nashville also was in the playoffs, so we'll find out what happens here. I'm going to go into NHL 13 for that. So let's look at these lineups here. So for New Jersey, it looks pretty damn good. I mean, Kovalchuk, Zajac, Parise, what a line. Elias, Zubris, Sakura I don't think would actually play. I'll put Bernier in there for sure. That would make more sense for sure. Bernier would play over him. I mean, he's on the team, Sakura, I don't think. He retired, I believe. So we'll go like that. We can even go Clarkson as well if we really want to. Right there on the second line with Elias and Zubris. Ponikarovsky, Henreek, Bernier, Carter, Josephson, and Jansen. I don't know, is Gianta there? See, they don't have Steven Gianta for some reason as a guy you could put in the lineup, I don't think, which is weird because Gianta was a guy that definitely was on the team. But that's the lineup: Carter, Josephson, and Jansen. And then on defense, Andy Green, Mark Fane, Bryce Salvador, Adam Larson, Volchenkov, and Zidlitsky. So, honestly, this team, I don't know how they made the finals, if I'm being honest, in 2012. I think the forwards are just so good, but other than that, it was not a pretty one. And in the net, obviously, we got Martin Brodeur and Johan Hedberg. They're disrespecting Brodeur, putting him at an 82 overall to me. That's a little bit classless in my opinion, but that's the lineup for New Jersey. So now we're looking at Nashville here, and they got Sergei Kostichin, Mike Fisher, Martin Erat. What a trade that ended up being. Erat for Forsberg. I mean, that's coming soon. Radulov, Legwand, Hornquist. Oh, no, there is Andre Kostichin. They play together. I know that. Nick Spaulding, Halachuk, Jordan Tutu, Craig Smith, Paul Gaustad. On defense, they got Shea Weber and Ryan Suter. That first pair is unbelievable. A young Roman Josi here. Hal Gill, Bullion, and Hillen. Some funny players here that honestly I forget about for sure. And then in the net, they got Pecorine and some guy named Karen. I don't know who this is, but or Karan. Sebastian and Karan. I mean, I don't know who this guy is. I mean, but listen, he's a backup. But that's the Nashville Predators, and let's see what's going to happen here, guys. If we sim a season with Parise and Ryan Suter back on their main teams here. Let's see. And looking at the standings this year, you can see New Jersey finished 11th in the conference, 19, 19, and 10. And Nashville finished 14th at 16, 23, and 9. So you guys can tell that these players are very important to their teams. So we started off the BGM mode here with New Jersey, the season after the Devils made the Stanley Cup Finals. And we're going to see exactly how we do, all right? So basically, guys, essentially the lineup is going to look like this. We're going to just kind of roll with it. Kovalchuk, Zajac, Ponikarovsky, Parise, Elias, Clarkson. I think we got to probably put Parise on that top line there, that first line. I mean, there's no way we don't do that. Zubris, Henreek. I think Henreek will leave there. Bernier, Bolton, Josephson, Cam Jansen. That is some funny players right there. I think we got to definitely put in Ryan Carter, though, for sure. I mean, that would make a lot more sense. So Ryan Carter will put in there. Cammy Jansen, I mean, probably could get rid of him as well, depending on if we have anybody there we could actually replace him with, but I'm not 100% certain if there is. Taramina, yeah, no, there's no way. It's going to be Cam Jansen on that line. And there's the defense: Talinder, Larson, Zidlitsky, Volchenkov, Green, and Salvador. In the net, we got Martin Brodeur and Johan Hedberg. So we'll see how we do. The sim takes a while, so we'll kind of just quickly do the sim, at least at the trade deadline, and we'll see where we're at when we do that. So we're now at the trade deadline. We're 35, 22, and 5. So actually a really good record considering. I mean, should be in a playoff spot, you would assume, right? So let's see if we can look at the Stats Central. Look at the team standings here, and that puts us at 7th in the NHL. So yeah, I mean, that's quite good right there. I would say, yeah, we're 3rd in the Eastern Conference. So into a playoff spot by a good amount here. So we're definitely doing well for sure. I mean, no question about it. They're doing really well, New Jersey, and yeah, we'll see where we end up. But obviously a very, very good season so far, but got to see how it finishes. All right, so the Devils finished the season 45, 30, and 7. And where would that put them in the end? So it actually puts them in a pretty good spot here if you actually consider everything that happened in the real life season for the Devils that year. Again, it was a short season because of the lockout, so that's very important to remember as well. But looking at the overall standings here, they finished 10th in the NHL, which is pretty decent. They finished, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the standings, where they finished actually in 11-12 when they made the finals. So pretty funny how similar the records were. And then looking at the player stats here, if you want to look at, I guess, the Devils here, that'd be cool to look at, see what Parise and Kovalchuk cooked up. One more year together here, and yeah, this is what it looked like in the end. So sorting by most points, Kovalchuk had 79 points, kind of similar to what he had in 11-12. Parise had 72, Zajac 57, Elias 49, Zalitsky 44, Ponikarovsky 39, Henreek 35. And yeah, let's see how the playoffs go. So it's the New York Rangers in round 1, and we're going to do some simming here, right? We're going to sim the first 3 games and see where we end up. Again, the sim is so slow. We won game 1 at the Garden. All right, it's funny we played them in 11-12, the Devils did. Game 2, they lose, so headed home, it's a 1-1 series. And game 3 is a win, so the Devils go up 2-1 in the series. We'll send the next 2 games, the season can't end in these next 2 games. It can definitely extend, though, that's for sure. So let's see what happens here in game 4. Chance to go up 3-1 at home. Can we do it? They do. The Devils go up 3-1 and have a chance to win it here in MSG in 5. Can they do it? They don't. There will be a game 6 back in Newark. Let's see if that's the final game, though. It ended in 6 in 11-12, and it ended in 6 in 2013 as well. So there you go. Round 1 done. Buffalo now we play here. We'll send them the first 3 games. Why not? See where we end up. On the road yet again. Going to be on the road for a lot of these here, as you'd think. But there you go. Down 1-0 in the series. Game number 2 now here in Buffalo. Must win pretty much. You don't want to go down 2-0 here. And we do go down 2-0. So game 3 is an absolute must win now. Game 3, the Devils do win, so they have some life. All right, so let's see what happens here. Is the season going to end in 5, or the Devils going to win game 4 to make it a 2-2 series? It's a tough one here. So now they got to win game 5, or else it's going to end. And it's not over. There will be a game 6 back in New Jersey. So we'll see what happens here. But right now it's looking pretty promising here for Buffalo. But let's see, game 6, and you can force to game 7. And that is it. The season ends in game 6 against Buffalo. So if Parise stayed on the Devils for this year, it looks like they would have lost in round number 2 to Buffalo. We'll see, how you guys feel about that. But that's how it ends up in round number 2. That's how the Devils season would have ended. Let's see how Ryan Suter fared in Nashville. So now we're here with the Predators. Ryan Suter's last year on Nashville, maybe, or first year, I guess, in his new extension, depending on how you look at it. But we're going to see exactly what his lineup looks like going into the year. Should be what you expect. Kostitsyn, yeah, Legwand, Erat, Fisher, Hornquist, Kostitsyn, Spalling, Wilson, Tutu, Halshak, Gossa, and Radulov. And there it is, Ryan Suter and Shea Weber together. And we're going to see how they fare together. And we're going to sim to the deadline. So we're now at the trade deadline, and we're 39, 18, and 6. What a record, really. So good. Better than the Devils' record at the deadline as well. But it is really kind of better than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. And yeah, I mean, I'm proud of this team for sure. I mean, this is going very, very well. So looking at the Wild, where they sit in the, looking at the Predators and where they stand, you got 39 wins, and that's 84 points, which is good enough for 2nd in the NHL, which is really crazy. And yeah, I mean, let's just see how it finishes it out. Finish the season 49, 26, and 7, so a really good year for the Predators. And of course, the playoffs are coming right up. Let's look at some of the stats here as well of how some of these guys performed, especially Ryan Suter. That's the number 1 concern here. And looking at Ryan Suter here, Ryan Suter, you would imagine, had a pretty good year playing with Shea Weber. And looking at the points right here, we got, I mean, not as many as you'd think. He actually had more points than Weber, which is interesting. Ryan Suter with 39 points in 82 games played, and David Legwand led the team in scoring. So let's see how the playoffs go. We lose game 1 here at home, unfortunately. Hate to see that. We'll send the next few games here and see where we go from there. But game 2 at home, we win that one, so it's a 1-1 series. We head to Calgary here for game number 3, and game 3 is going to be a loss. So we're down 2-1 in the series now. Game 4, a critical one. Got to win this one. Game 4 is a win. Okay, so it's now an opportunity here to take a 3-2 series lead at home. That would be what you want to do for sure. So let's see if we can win game 5 at home. They're really making an interesting one now. Game number 5 at home is going to be a win. So 3 games to 2 series lead, and then game 6 on the road to win it. No, there will be a game 7 here. And is that going to be end of the season here? Almost a 50-win team. Is game 7 the end? No, it's not. Round 2 is coming up here. It's going to be against LA. All right, game 1 here, home against LA. We're going to lose game 1 here against LA. game number 2 now at home. We lose game 2, 7-2. So we're down 2-0, heading on the road in LA, down 3-0 now. And game 4 to get swept. We win game 4. Game 5 we lose though, so that's the end of the season. Game number 5 is how it ends. We lose in 5. So similar to the Devils, a very similar fate there. But yeah, that's how the Predator season is going down. So there you go, guys. Moral of the story, Ryan Suter and Zach Parise important to their teams because both these teams missed the playoffs in 2013. So, I mean, it kind of goes to show you that without them, those teams were not the same. Predators got to, you know, a better situation in the few years, you know, down the road, but the Devils took a long time. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, though. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Please subscribe if you have not already. If you want more type of videos like this in the future, let me know. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's. And join the Discord to talk to me. Follow and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.